Hurricane, a tidal wave. Essence perfect, life looks brilliant, give me moral dance. I'm out of control, about to go, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You're firing me, firing me. Yeah, you're firing me, firing me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. Whoa, I can see, I can hear, going crazy by the light. It's got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Can I get you out of my hand again? I can see my life is crap. I have to see them too. I just live into my world, far from the pain, the feel. Without a reach of fire, without a weapon to start out. But when I stop to sleep, I'm thinking for help, thinking for hope. Just need to open my eyes now to try to change them somehow. To be someone among other heart control. If I bleed tonight, if I accept tonight, I don't have a job to find. Help my world tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home. I was so wrong, I was so blind, I was so dumb and out of time. I was so wrong, I was so blind, I was so
Ah!
Why are we screaming?
Ah! I love a good intro. Welcome to Honor Ramble. Sorry about the screaming. I'm excited. Let me know in the chat where you're coming from. Let me know what you think of our new intro. Thanks, Bobby. Love it. I love it so much. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? It's the wonderful, the talented, the traveling Kimmy Soko.
Yes, live on site in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Ooh, that's a
Getting
cool
ready for.
shirt.
Oh, thank you. I got it at the Fall Out Boy concert, and
Ooh.
the lighting in this hotel room sucks. But yeah, I got it at the Fall Out Boy concert in March. But yeah, I am here on site for Steel City Con tomorrow. I will be repping Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, your AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Swerve Strickland, and Michael O'Malley. So that's what I'll be doing this weekend. But after a hellacious Topgolf game, after working with Trish Stratus, after getting yelled at by Sting that my math was really bad, after meeting Stephanie McMahon, getting my floor tickets, I had to make a stop on Honor Ramble because we had a 1 hour and 45-minute episode, and some things made sense and some things didn't. And Billy Starks is in MIT again, and Sammy Guevara is now wrestling on our brand. I don't understand why.
I don't know.
His man bun needs to go. That needs to be the first thing that needs to be absolutely deleted. Our champions still don't show up here, but hello.
Hello. Wow. What an intro. I feel so honored that you have graced us with your presence. Even in, I don't know where you, a hotel, a prison cell. Where are you?
I'm at a hotel. You think this is a prison cell?
The walls look a little gray.
I didn't pick the hotel. I am at a. I'm not going to say on air where I am. I'm not like some of these
No,
people.
we're not gonna do that.
Oh no no
No.
no! I'll text you the hotel after.
Yeah.
I'll
Tell
text you.
me. I
I'll
want
be
to
like,
know.
this is where I am. Actually, I'll text you right now so I don't forget. But yeah, how has your week been, Collins?
Oh my gosh. Let me tell you about my week. So I went to the mountains, went on vacation, right? A little
Yes.
tiny mini vacation. However, we came back early. You know, last week I was so excited to go on this vacation. Came back early because my dogs got bit by bugs.
Oh my god.
And it's a good thing though, because there's all these wildfires going on and we would have been smoked out.
Oh, so we
So
did it for safety.
safety. But my poor little Archer, my little Archer Bean, the little Chihuahua, he will not stop itching his little belly. So
Oh
he's in a
no.
cone of shame right
Oh,
now.
you sent me this, or I saw this a picture of this
Yes.
somewhere.
I sent it to y'all because he looked really pathetic.
I was like, oh no, what happened?
I know, but all is well. I got to dip my little toes into Lake Easton, which is like adjacent, I guess, to the Mount Rainier. You know, the mountain
Yes.
that everybody goes, oh look, the mountain is out. That would be Mount Rainier. So I'm told to blame it on my husband. My husband. Blame Epi. I don't know if I can blame him. I don't know if I can blame him. He was the one who was telling me, why are we going to the mountains? Why aren't we going to a hotel? Why are we going here? And I'm being the adventurous one. I want to be in nature.
Of course.
I feel like I don't explore my own state. We have 2 weather types here this summer, rainy or smoky. Canada has been getting hit. Epi is a good egg. Listen, we're gonna put my husband over. Listen, that's totally fine.
Yay!
Husband appreciation. Um, I love to switch it up, you know, but I spent not nearly enough money on vacation to make me hurt, but enough to be like, why did I buy the Costco size of all these things?
Oh my god, hi JPJ. I felt like I just saw you because I was just on your podcast 10 minutes ago.
This is incredible.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm putting you over on the podcast. I'm talking about you. Love you. You want to get married? Too bad, we already are. Okay, JP, you should have me on the podcast next because
Yes. I mean, we were talking about Collins. I'm sure you saw this. Some of us went top golfing. And there
tell
was
me.
some controversy. So, for those who don't know, when we're on Honor Ramble next week, we will be celebrating my 23rd birthday on August 15th. That is crazy that I've been alive for that long. So,
Listen, both of us 23.
of course, yes. So, we decided that we were going to do a little pre-birthday thing for me. So we went to Top Golf, and I thought this was going to be absolutely amazing. I've gone Top Golfing once before, and oh, Sean Ross Sapp.
You lost.
So you would think.
Yeah.
So you would think. So his first shot, he missed. He was using a kid's club, but missed.
I saw that video. That's where I was like, he
Understandable. So now somehow Sean was able to get better as the game was progressing. But as the game was progressing, Mr. Sapp decided to have this vendetta against me and was yelling at everybody within the bay to beat me. Pasta salad is disgusting, but that's a whole
I
different
love
argument we have
pasta salad.
here.
You
We
give
are
me how
Yeah.
as someone from New Jersey, pasta
here we go.
salad, it's a staple to every single family get together.
We
What is
talked
wrong
about
with
this on our
you?
podcast. A lot of
What-
things, as I found out. A lot of
What is wrong
things.
with you? What is wrong? This episode is popping. Continue with your story, Kimmy. Continue with your
So,
story.
yeah,
How
so
Sean
Mr.
Ross Sapp
Sapp,
lost to Kimmy.
vendetta against me, yelling at everybody to beat me. We finished the first game. Somehow I come in last place. Rude, unacceptable, embarrassed. Now we move on to Angry Birds version. This was intense. This was the video that everybody saw yesterday. As you see, Sean is yelling within this video that we have to beat Kimmy. I was in first place for this whole game. There's a minute left. I'm like, this is my game. We're gonna win. Walking out here with the huge W for my birthday celebration. And I beat Sean. So Sean on Fightful Select is lying. Because I beat Sean. I came in second place. His wife beat me with 15 seconds left. But I beat Mr. Sean Ross Sapp. And then on top of this, I also am most athletic for my high school superlative. It's in my yearbook. So I had to show off my athletic skills, which I did. But now Sean is going around trying to say that I I lost, but I didn't lost. I beat him. So I need a rematch in a new city, somewhere else in Topgolf, because this is ridiculous. I want justice.
Okay, where are we going to get justice?
I don't know. Somewhere.
All right, the call is out for Sean Ross Sapp. Listen, I do have to tell you,
Yes.
if you want somebody else to get very last place, and you don't have to be last place, invite me next time, okay?
Yeah, you weren't in. You were on a whole different coast.
I know. I was on a whole different coast. I was unreachable. There was no Wi-Fi. My bad. My bad.
To be
But
fair though, it was a lot of fun. I needed that trip so bad for my mental health. Top Golf without Honor, hell yes, that is what that. Listen, Ring of Honor and Top Golf seem to have a lot in common because they both do things without honor. But I needed Top Golf very badly for my mental health, so I was really hyped to be surrounded by really cool people that want to celebrate me, and it was very competitive. There was a lot of screaming and a great kickoff to a wonderful Cleveland weekend. Why are we still talking
chat
about
is
macaroni
talking
salad?
about- The chat is now moved on to mayo. That is what we've pulled this chat into. This ramble cycle into the discussion of mayo. Kimmy, do you
Mayo's
like
gross.
mayo?
No, I don't. Was I supposed to say yes? Oh no.
STG.
Is JPJ still here?
Minus, I agree, SCG. Minus 5 million points.
Okay, but we were also talking about what were we talking about? Oh, wings. Right? I don't like eating my wings with the bone in them.
Are you from New York? Are you even from New York?
Yes. No, my reasoning is that I don't like to make a mess. Like, like messy, and I like to be like proper. So I don't like, making a mess. Guys, I need
What
to
is
leave.
happening?
I'm never gonna be in boneless wing to the win. Thank you, Ed. Yes, Ed. You got me.
All right.
I'll
Well,
be allowed on this show again because of Ed.
we need a break to this. I need someone to back me up, because flats are supreme.
Oh,
Where is he?
go. Where's who? What are you looking for?
Say his name and he appears.
Joe Hendry's coming to Ring of Honor? Can't even show up on TNA. He's in NXT.
Where is it?
What are
Oh no,
you
that's Worlds Collide, Killer Cuts.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for our layout, because somewhere in the background.
Hey, Kyle. Boneless wings or wings with the bone in them?
Yes.
Yes to what?
To both?
I will take any or every that you put in front of me. I do
Oh,
not care.
Kyle. What the hell? Mayo is the new butter for grilled cheese. That's disgusting.
Have you even tried it?
It sounds disgusting.
It's so good. Gosh, Kimmy, I'm not gonna give you snack time.
I feel like I'm never gonna be invited on this show again. I'm just gonna sit here and cry.
Kyle is the middle ground. That is what we're here for, is the middle ground. It is better and crispier. Listen, STG and I are just going to go have our snacks and leave Kimmy with...
I have
No.
Chipotle in the fridge. I have to
Okay.
heat up for my dinner.
You heat it up? You
Yeah,
heat it up?
Chipotle? Do you want me to
God.
get salmonella poisoning from cold chicken? Are you out of your mind?
It's already cooked.
But it's cold. I got it at 3 o'clock in the afternoon when I walked to go get it.
Everybody's mad. Everybody is mad in this chat.
At me. When the real villain is Sean Ross.
It is already cooked. It's already cooked. Kyle, do you like cold things?
It's cold.
We are 18 minutes into the show. We have not talked about wrestling one time.
But it's cold.
The chat is going off. I can't keep up with it. How do people do this? It is cooked. It's already cooked, Kimmy.
It's cold. That's disgusting.
Whoa. This is getting out of hand. We might as well jump into it. But
Wait, I
Kyle,
need to
tell
take a
us
picture
how-
of these SRS comments. I'm gonna send it to them.
Kyle, tell me about all of the things for you. How are you?
I am incredibly stressed right now. I
I hope I
am-
made your day so much better by talking about mayo and grilled cheese.
It's nice to come in here, albeit late. I'm sorry. I was doing some things for the real job because I'm going to be gone for a week, and I completely lost track of time until I got a text from Collins going, "Are you coming? Are you going to be in the show or what?" I don't think she wanted to be left alone with you. Kimmy.
Kayfabe. You came in to save the day.
Obviously, or else I would have been
Kayfabe.
killed for my food takes.
Listen, we do love to see a happy, smiling Kyle. We love seeing you here. We love seeing you here.
Open the fridge.
Kimmy is in her weird jail cell, whatever dorm room looking thing that she's
I'm in a hotel.
I mean, be prepared. Be prepared because next week it's just going to be you and Kimmy. I'm going to be off on vacation, so
You're not here
good
for the
luck.
big Kimmy.
Have fun with that.
23rd.
Yeah, it's Kimmy. It's Kimmy and mine's 23rd birthday.
You're not here for the big birthday bash? What the hell, Kyle?
Yeah, come on. It's all right, Kyle. You can have a vacation. You can.
We
have
allow
a
it.
vacation.
You deserve it.
It's true.
Well,
It's
sound
true.
off in the chat. We are going to start talking about wrestling 20 minutes in to this
I'm gonna heat up
incredible
my Chipotle
podcast
now.
as I just like smack my arm.
Oh, don't do that.
Welcome to Honor Ramble, where we rambled for a significant amount of time. But let's jump right into the show. Ring of Honor did open with a quick rundown of our packed card. How are we liking these Arlington tapings? This Arlington crowd. It is recycled because we've already seen these people. But what are we thinking about them?
I love them. I think the crowd is way more into them. I think you could tell that they're more invested in the program. I think they're a lot more excited about things that happen. You could tell there's people there.
Yeah.
Unlike after or before Collision, where there's really no one in the arena, I think you could tell that the wrestlers care more, that they're putting more time into their matches. They're excited to compete in front of fans. So I love them. I know that Tony had said on the DBD scrum that he was possibly looking into doing more stuff like that, and I hope he does. Maybe, I don't know if he's going to stay in Arlington or maybe go somewhere else, but big fan. Very big fan of these.
Kyle, what did you think? Same recycled crowd. We've already talked about it from last week's podcast or episode. What you think?
100%. ROH has always thrived in small to mid-sized venues where it can hold 2,000, 3,000 probably a max of 5,000 people, whether it was Chicago, New York, Arlington, go back to Orlando for the Universal tapings. Astrid was very on board with this plan. So we're going to use whatever sway we have to get him back to Orlando so Astrid can be back at the tapings as well. But it's always thrived in front of smaller audiences, and that's where ROH has always been best. So let's continue to give it that. It's when you put it before a Collision or before whatever else, you're taping 3 or 4 extra matches. The house is half empty. The people that are there don't really care. They're not there to see Ring of Honor. They're there to see AEW.
Yeah. Agreed.
This doesn't have to be hard.
We'll see. There has to be some sort of level of difficulty, but I definitely agree with all of your sentiments. The crowd was hot. They were still hot for Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara returning to Ring of Honor. Last week, we left off with him saving Dustin Rhodes from a very angry and cranky Dark Order. Mostly Evil Uno. I think it's the most crankiest baby. He maybe just need a nap. I don't know. But I do feel that Evil Uno does share some sentiments with me, knowing that Dustin Rhodes and the Von Erichs are taking up time on television, and they haven't even been there. They haven't been there. So what are we doing here? And I get it. But let's start with Kyle. What did you think of this first match? Welcome back, Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, Sammy got to shake off some ring rust. Didn't look like he missed a step. Was the same kind of stuff that we've seen from him before, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think he works as a babyface. I really do. I know I've seen some people go on and try to say the opposite, that he just has this naturally smarmy look about him that really just makes him such a natural heel. But he's talented and athletic enough that he can thrive in that face role. And this got a lot of time to breathe. It got a lot of time to tell their story. For Sammy Guevara's ROH in-ring debut.
Is this his debut into Ring of Honor?
Yes.
I feel like, is it really? He didn't wrestle there like before AEW?
Nope. At least not that I can find any record of.
Oh, wow.
I agree. Keep him away from Jericho.
And I believe Dustin's ROH debut was Death Before Dishonor.
We talked about that on the Death Before Dishonor post show as well, right? So, yeah. Kimmy, what did you think of this match?
Sammy Guevara's man bun needs to go. It looks so awkward and weird. And I was like seeing pictures of it and I'm like, oh my god, no. Then like you have to see it when he wrestles and I'm like, oh my god, this is even worse. But besides that, I thought this was okay. I thought it was a good opener. Evil Uno seems to really be liking this heel turn because he was the one with the chair trying to get his team to win. Sammy Guevara chased him to the back because obviously they had the numbers advantage 3-on-2. And I really don't know what to make of Sammy in Ring of Honor yet because I don't know what the plan is. I'm going to assume Sammy's going to turn and Sammy's going to then be with like 2 other people who I don't know of yet. I didn't get that far in thinking. And then they'll be the ones to feud with Dustin and the Von Erichs. But I need to see what this is going to lead to have a full, this is what I think of Sammy in Ring of Honor.
That's totally fair. Totally fair. Chris Faithful in here with the fun fact. Dustin and Sammy both had ROH world title shots before their ROH debuts. Interesting. Elements of this match that I really like. I do like Sammy Guevara's ring style. That is also something that I see in other wrestlers as well. The very athletic, the very I don't know, cocky at times, but I don't know if we can trust Sammy Guevara. His track record says not so much. However, I'm on the same sentiment as Kimmy. We'll see what happens and his time, I guess, in Ring of Honor. A couple things I did want to mention. I really liked when the Code of Honor was extended. John Silver responded with the middle finger, which tells me everything I need to know about how Ring of Honor and how the Dark Order is feeling about Ring of Honor and this whole situation, especially
We
with the
are
Von Erichs.
heels.
Yeah, we're heels. We're mad about it. We're mad that the Von Erichs have jumped into Ring of Honor and they've taken these titles. Just cranky babies, and I love it. I'm here for it, and that's what I want to see. I like how cocky Sammy Guevara is. I liked when he did that little spin thing and posed. He was trying to figure out where to pose to, and then it was mirrored by Dustin really quick. And I just think it's kind of like dad humor. It's like, oh, anything you can do, I can do better, and kind of like that echoed into here. I also want to mention that Dustin Rhodes attempted spinneroni in the ring, an obvious homage to his former ROH this is wrong. Why did I write ROH? Former WWE tag partner Booker T, which I really liked. I enjoyed that they were trying to, I don't know, injure. I don't know how to say that. They kept going for the knee for Dustin, kind of harking back to the previous attack that they had, but in the end, a GHT, and Sammy Guevara is able to get the pin on John Silver to win the match. Ring of Honor debut. Gotta win. Love it, love it. Hello, hello. If you are just joining us, hi, hello.
I have a question.
Oh, yes. What is your question?
Why were the Von Erichs not out with them?
They were busy. They're busy.
Doing what?
They had to go
They're
get
busy.
they had to go get Kevin tucked into bed.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking about that.
Oh.
I'm like, where are the other 6-man champs?
They're busy. They're busy. We're building a story here, Kimmy.
You know who's also busy?
Maybe they're in the
Mark
bathroom.
Briscoe.
I'm not talking about what. Why do you want to make me so mad? No.
I'm just saying it just goes on par with champs not showing up.
I thought this was a great match to start the show. An hour and 45 minutes show. Let me tell you. Is the post show going to be that long? Who knows? By this track record, we're 30 minutes in. We're rambling. We're rambling, baby.
What do you mean stop asking logical questions? Isn't that why I keep getting booked for this show? Because I keep asking logical questions.
You keep getting booked because I keep saying, Kimmy, you want to come on the show?
That is also very true. The real reason why I'm still booked here.
Yeah, we love it. We love it. And we love your inside scoops.
Oh, yeah. Like,
we'll talk.
I was told to not mention Ring of Honor to Sting. Oh, you didn't see this in the Discord. Okay, so I go to pick up, this will be really quick. I go to pick up Sting from the airport. They're like, can you do this favor for us? Can you pick him up? I'm like, sure, of course. In unison, his agent and High Spots goes, I swear to God, Kimmy, if you mention Ring of Honor to Sting and start talking about how angry you are at Ring of Honor, I swear to God. And I'm like, I would never do such a thing to Sting. Sting never even competed in Ring of Honor. What good would that do for me?
Oh
So
my
I did not
gosh.
mention Ring of. So this was the joke all weekend: is that I'm the only one that cares about Ring of Honor. That they need to find someone that cares about Ring of Honor as much as me. So yeah, I did not
True.
mention Ring of Honor to Sting because I care. This is not the last time I will ever pick up Sting from the airport because I got into a fight with the hotel because oh my god, you want to? This is how ruthless I am at these events. So obviously Sting, he doesn't want to walk through the lobby to
Right.
see these fans. So I'm like, all right, here's the plan. We'll park on the side. There's a side entrance. I'll check in for you. I'll get your room key. I'll come back outside. I'll give it to you, and I'll walk you up to your room. Okay, good plan. You're welcome. Hotel staff is waiting for us at the side entrance. They're like, you can't park here. I'm like, oh no, it'll just be really quick. The headliner for the convention's here. He doesn't want to walk through the lobby. We're just trying to make this easier for everybody. You still can't park here. And I'm like, I don't have another option. He's not walking through this lobby. Then he's like, well, I really don't know wrestling, so like, I don't understand why this is such a big deal. And I looked at the guy because now he's pissing me off, and I'm like, it's not my fault that the whole reason that this hotel is getting business this weekend is because of that man in the car. All right, we're parking here. I don't care. Goodbye. And I stormed into the hotel, got his hotel key, gave it to Sting, and Sting looked at me and he laughed. He goes, you tell him, Kimmy. You never let anyone talk to you that way, because holy shit. And I was like, anything for you, icon.
That is incredible. Kimmy, my entire opinion about you has changed. You
Why?
went from being a Mayo hater, like wing on the bone hater, like lower tier snacker in my brain, and now you're bullying hotel staff for Sting. Icon status for Kimmy. I'm not even joking.
I would never. Sting deserves the world.
Okay, gotta impress STG for here. By the way, speaking of Sting,
Yeah.
I just got our our digital prints.
Oh, how'd that come out?
Oh, did you not get to see?
I don't think I did.
Okay. He looks so thrilled to be there.
Oh.
So thrilled. So thrilled. It'll
Love
go.
Steve.
It'll go on the wall. We'll see.
As it
We'll
should.
see
And then you could get it signed by him. And if you see him again.
he thrilled. He was. When I went up to him, I go, and this is my husband, and I pointed to no space because my husband had moved next to Sting, and I said, "Oh."
Oh no.
So I thought I looked like an idiot in front of Sting, and then I got COVID from that convention, so that's great.
But did Sting ever tell you that you're bad at math and the only thing you could do is take pictures?
I wish Stinger would have read me like this. All right. Well, since we are here about Ring of Honor, we did get a Death Before Dishonor video package showing Red Velvet winning over Billy Starks as we jump right into a backstage segment.
This segment made me so sad.
Kyle, what did you think of this segment? Did I catch you off guard? I'm sorry.
It's a necessary step in the process. We're clearly building to Athena and Billy at Final Battle, and we have 4 months until we get there. So
4 months. That's it. That's September, October, November, December. Oh my God.
I'm not ready for it to be 2025.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I am absolutely not ready. So the backstage segment, we had the ROH Women's World Champion Athena having a private word with Billy Starks. Athena is passive aggressive here and says she should get used to seeing Billy disappoint her and that she shouldn't have lost her Ring of Honor Women's TV title at Death Before Dishonor. And Athena had to revoke her minion status.
So now I have a minion number over Billy Stark's. How does that work? I agree with that sentiment. Yes.
She's a minion in training again. And you know what? Have you ever been demoted at work?
Yes.
That is the most condescending.
It's the worst feeling.
MFing SHIT.
I agree.
And it's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. So you took away my responsibilities that I thought I could handle. One misstep. That's all Billy did. One misstep. Her one
title defense she lost.
Right. And that's it. But then in this backstage segment, we did see Red Velvet and Queen Aminata. Queen Aminata's hair, absolutely stunning. Love this new look. I mean, I love, what is this? What is this? Someone's working on the back end. This is incredible. Look at this. Look at how incredible this is. I'm on screen here, but I am also right there. Look at that. That is my face. That is my squishy, cute little face next to Stingaroni and my husband.
Stingaroni.
I'm wearing a Mel Coleman Sting shirt. I just love that that Sting puts on that face paint at every appearance. Do you know what brand he uses?
I could tell you something about that face paint when we're not on the air.
I need to know. I need to know.
I'll include it in the text I'm going to. I'll text you right now.
I don't need it, but that's wonderful. I love it.
I want to see your reaction on screen to what I'm going to send you.
Everyone, I just have to tell you also, whenever I take pictures with celebrities or like wrestlers, I have the same freaking face. Could you imagine pasta salad featuring Stingaroni noodles?
No.
I'm into it. Let's go. We just
didn't WCW try to license that back in the late 90s?
What?
No, they actually didn't. They actually didn't.
Oh.
But would it have shocked you if they did?
No.
That man was in a commercial, and all I wanted to be was the kid getting my butt kicked for a Sprite. For a Sprite. Anyways, we're still in this backstage segment. Red Velvet looks incredible with the belt. They called out the cheating that happened at Death Before Dishonor. Queen Aminata said that she went to the board of directors. Remember, the same board of directors that the Big Show is on.
What a great board of directors. Couldn't ask for anyone better.
And it booked a tag match for tonight. Why? Don't know. But we're here again. And it's happening. But at the end, when they left, Athena told Billy if she would have won, none of this would be happening.
I thought it was really awkward to put the tag match on. I get what they were trying to do is like have a segment and build to a match later because they never do that. It's like a miracle they decided to do that for the first time ever.
Right?
But it was just awkward. It was like so weird. It didn't mesh well. Like if they opened Ring of Honor with that segment, yeah. But they didn't. So yeah, I don't know. I understand that this is going to lead to Billy and Athena again, full circle moment. Oh my god, Bobby, that's so funny. But I'm tired of seeing Billy like in the same same stuff. Like we need to move on very badly. We are in Groundhog Day of Ring of Honor. I need Red to defend the stupid TV title. I need Amana to turn on her. Like, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
I agree.
Thank you. I love that for myself.
So we jump into another match.
And it was a squash.
It was a squash. We have Hyan.
Love Hyan. Hyan, yes. Love
Bigger
Hyan.
than Hulk Hogan. Hyan. Versus Taya Valkyrie. Taya's looking incredible. This slicked back hair. Obviously, I love the slicked back look. That's my fave. She's looking incredible. It is a squash match. We are getting some wins under Taya's belt. I feel like the women of honor are chatting a lot. Kyle, what did you think of this match? I keep going to you.
Well, that's a mistake. Eventually, you'll learn. No, this was perfectly fine. It was another big, strong win for Taya. This is the first time we've seen Hyan on Ring of Honor since episode 13 in a loss to Willow Nightingale. Obviously, she has some ROH history as well. She was involved in the relaunch of the women's division in 2020, 2021. She was on a couple of early women's division Wednesdays on their YouTube channel. But I mean, she's great. You can follow her on a variety of North American independents, and didn't get a chance to show much here. This was they got a couple of minutes of a slugfest, and then Taya finished her off with Shania Payne, and that was that. Like, it was fine. Taya is presumably moving into some sort of title contention, but I don't know. Like, we have the titles, and everything underneath in the division just seems like a great big hamster wheel. Like,
Yeah.
No one's moving up or down. It's just everyone just exists.
I don't know what they're really going to do with Taya, because I thought the original plan 15 million years ago, when Johnny TV was TV ready, was that Johnny and Taya were going to hold each of the TV titles together, so this could be like the whole TV ready brand. I thought that would have been really smart. Clearly we lost direction of that. I wouldn't mind seeing Taya be Red's first feud, because I think with Taya in the veteran position, I think that she could really help like elevate Red and that and her championship. I think that'd be really cool, but I don't think we're gonna lead there either. See how much low hopes I have for this. But yeah, I think Taya and Johnny are just in a weird spot. Like, they just don't know what to do with them, and you can't put them on AEW TV because there's nothing for them to do there, and there's nothing for them to do in Ring of Honor.
Agreed. But I don't know, because later we're going to talk about Johnny TV in the same kind of match. But I do like that even when Taya is given these enhancement talent, that she echoes the same story of, you're not up to my level. This is the best you got for me. This is an embarrassment, as she told the crowd. And she quickly and easily takes over. By the way, I put some yellow on because, hello, Taya has yellow hair, and I'm loving this era of her.
I figured that's why you did it, but I didn't want to win first, so I'm pretty glad that my inference was right. That makes me pretty happy.
I was also matching my retro get up. It's a whole dress. It's a whole number over here. But yes, I'm loving the yellows. I'm loving like the oranges. I love everything that's going on with Taya. If this squash match is anything, it is building her up for something. Give her the TV title opportunity. Let's do it.
I'm also confused because I just remembered that this is a thing now, that like Taya and Deanna are a team, right? on AEW. They're together-ish, kind of.
Eh,
Yeah,
They're
kind.
they get along. I don't know if alliance might even be too strong a word, but yes.
yeah.
So, like, can you possibly see a scenario where they run like Taya and Deanna versus Red and Amanada?
Maybe.
I mean,
Could be.
feasible, but then you'd have to get Deanna to come down to Ring of Honor, and I don't think Tony wants to part with her.
No.
I mean, Tony doesn't want to do anything. Clearly, we see how this brand's working out for him. Working out
It's true.
lovely
Well,
for Mr.
Taya-
Anthony.
Taya hits the Shania Payne, which I wrote it down just so that I could say it because I love it. And pinned her for the 1, 2, 3. Here we go. We're getting Taya. We're getting more and more reps for her. Love seeing Hyan. Hopefully she's going to be part of the more TV tapings. That's not the only squash match on for tonight. A lot of tonight is kind of squash matches, but
That's just the
our
basic Ring of Honor rundown. What's the difference between us talking about these squash matches this week and next week?
oh my gosh,
Am
the
I
shade,
wrong?
the
Am
stage.
I wrong?
Well,
Oh, we had a promo next.
we do have a promo. Do you want to talk about the promo, Kimmy?
Yes,
That's
this is
about the promo.
this is before I crashed a podcast, so I was actually paying attention. As Marie, I am not feisty. I'm in convention mode. Okay, I have to act like
This is
I'm
my
someone-
favorite version of Kimmy. Why do you think I invited her to this place? Hello?
Listen,
You think
I have
Kyle and I can maintain this level of sassiness, this level of feistiness?
I have to act like I kind of know what I'm doing.
We go to bed early. Come on.
As Maria Kanellis was giving us an update on Colt Carter and his broken arm, aka his boo-boo, and Helico and Serpentico interrupted because for some reason we're still stuck in this feud. Serpentico wants one more match for his green mask, and Garrison says that they could do that, but Angelico has to be banned from ringside because the numbers are stacked against him, and that's not fair. It's only fair when the heels have the numbers advantage, never fair when the babyface has the number advantage. So, to add more fuel to the fire, Maria Kanellis says that if Serpentico loses, that he must unmask for the rest of his career, which basically means we would get John Cruz every week.
You don't know that. It might be Bendejo.
That is a scurrilous and unfounded rumor.
Listen, if he can't get the job done next week and we see John Cruz under this mask, and yeah,
I want
I don't-
money back.
okay, I don't know why we're still stuck in this feud. Why is this still happening?
Because people are out with broken arms, and so they go, oh, what else is there for Maria Kanellis? She clearly can't. That's a joke.
It's not-
I don't want any of this to be taken out of context. I want
not-
Maria Kanellis to be on my television.
But she
every
came
week.
out with MXM, so why aren't we following through with the MXM storyline?
Because MXM is now too important for Ring of Honor already.
Already. They literally just showed up. They just showed up.
He's not
We just
wrong.
got here.
And they signed Ring of Honor exclusive contracts.
Well, you know what they say about exclusive contracts.
Doesn't mean shit.
Doesn't mean shit. Doesn't mean shit. Anyways, by the way, Kyle, I had to look at your article over at bodyslam.net to get the name of this backstage interviewer because I keep forgetting who she is.
Oh, Brian Cage's wife?
Yeah, Mrs. Brian Cage.
Why does everybody know who partners are who? I'm always the last to know.
They have a child. They have child.
There's a baby Wolverine.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I just don't know about
they
the
were in
personal lives.
They were in
Of
Lucha
wrestlers.
Underground together. Oh,
So-
yoy.
So if I make a joke that the baby's named X23, is that one a little bit too much of a deep cut for everybody, or is that?
Get out.
That's also true. They were in TNA. Like, she's been around.
Yes.
Don't you remember in the early
But here's the thing. I don't how
No, but wait. Do you remember in the early days of Brian Cage being in AEW, there was that one woman who kept complaining and tweeting about Brian Cage? That is her.
I don't remember shit.
Oh, you have a bad memory? Oh man, this isn't fun anymore.
Oh. Let me tell you about my memory.
I don't remember her being in TNA though.
Let's Google.
Google. Let me tell you, if there's one thing that I remember about the early days of AEW, it's that Kenny Omega was there.
Yes.
And all I cared about was Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. Because I am clearly
She was there in 2019.
2019. Do you think I was watching TNA in 2019?
Maybe Kyle was.
Oh, probably. Kyle watches everything. Kyle knows everything because Kyle's smart and has a good memory.
Ooh, she has a cage match. Keep talking. I'm gonna look at this.
Well, I'm always glad to learn that people are in love and they aren't.
She wrestled? What?
I love how the internet works because it is working in real time right now.
She teamed with Brian Cage.
Okay, I need to get off this planet. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye.
They had a 23-minute match at Bar Wrestling against Doomfly.
Ed said not well, so how was I supposed to know?
And then she tagged with Phoenix, who I'm assuming is Ray Phoenix, who is apparently going to WWE, against Marty Martinez and the Mariposa in Lucha Underground.
Oh, I think I remember that match actually.
Is Phoenix Ray Phoenix? Am I right? Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see. This is, I'm gonna assume.
And Mariposa was cheerleader Melissa.
Oh. So who's
Y'all are so smart. I think here's my problem.
That I used the internet.
No, I think my bad memory is because I turn on shows and then I do other things because I'm neurodivergent. So I'm like cleaning, folding laundry, napping. You know, I'm like a shark. If I just stop moving.
Oh, so you're one of those that's like a background. Got it. I don't think we could survive a Lucha Underground podcast. I leave that to Queen of the Ring. I leave that to Alex.
Yeah, she's killing that.
We're just gonna.
That's what I lead that to. But then we had this led into a tag team match.
A tag team title match.
That wasn't the main event. I don't know why.
So if you are on the Twitters, you saw I was having a little chitty chat with Mr. Carly Bravo,
and we invited him on the show.
We did, and he didn't look at my message, so it's fine. But Mr. Carly Bravo assured me that they were going to win tonight, and I don't know what happened. Something seemed to happen.
Well,
Kyle, tell me about this match.
Well, Sean Dean got punched in the wiener. That's what happened.
You said wiener!
Because that's how Mike Bennett phrased it when he did reference that a while ago. I was quoting Mike Bennett.
As you should.
Exactly.
Wiener. Listen, I'm 10. I went from 23 and now I'm 10. Wiener is always...
Does that mean by the end of the show you're going to be like 1?
A baby? I'm a baby.
Like
what? Kyle, go on. Tell me about this. Ignore me in my juvenile status.
I really thought this was a good opportunity to put the titles on the infantry, especially because Taven and Bennett are going to continue to be disposable henchmen for Roderick Strong and or Adam Cole in AEW, but apparently not.
You think
And that's
Adam
fine.
Cole is going to be heel when he comes back?
Yes.
It probably won't be long until he is, but
I miss him.
I miss him too.
that said, there's still plenty of other teams that you could potentially do this with. You could do Top Flight. You could do The Righteous. You could do MXM. You could do, there's options here, but the match itself was perfectly solid. I appreciated Mike Bennett pulling out the Bryan Danielson Memorial I Have Till 5 referee.
That's good.
Some fun stuff there. But yeah, we once again underhanded nefarious tactics, the low blow, the spike pile driver, and once again the Kingdom retain.
Did you notice the X-Men themed gear for the infantry? Love that. Kimmy, do you know what the X-Men is?
It's a
X-Men?
movie. It just came out with Wolverine, and they do things together in that movie. They're like on the same team.
I genuinely can't tell if you're being sarcastic.
I don't
right
know.
Wait, was I wrong? Wait, I thought the whole movie was about them being on the same team and taking on the bad guys.
I mean, kind of.
What do you mean, kind of? All the commercials and promos and crap were them doing shit together. And you're about to tell me the whole movie's not about them being on the same team?
Listen, they're all on the same team. Everyone's on the same team.
Clearly not. There's some people not on the same team.
That's true. That's true.
I have not seen the movie. You are correct. Bobby, as you
haven't
see,
seen
I'm
any of
not home. No. Who has time?
literally watched 2 of them on Monday instead of watching
flying-
Wesley.
I'm flying home Monday.
Oh.
I have my 50-minute flight to go back to New York.
50 minutes? 50 minutes.
That's a nap.
That is a nap.
That is a good nap.
Unless you're me and I take 3-hour naps.
I was trying to nap today. It didn't work well. But what I thought about this match, because we're not talking about X-Men and Wolverine, thank God. I don't like when there's only one championship match on the show and it doesn't main event. I feel like that defeats the whole purpose of it being a championship match. I feel like, for a brand that doesn't have their champion show up at all, we need to show importance to the champions that do show up. I didn't like the ending. The Infantry's had multiple shots at tag titles. They keep getting screwed over, and I feel like now we're losing the momentum with them. I feel like, now it's becoming too late, and it's like, why do we keep investing in these guys if they're not going to do anything? I had figured a couple months ago when they showed that video package of the Infantry on Collision that they were going to get quote-unquote called up. Looks like we're still stuck in Groundhog Day. So, yeah, I don't know. This should have been a clean finish with the team that's on Ring of Honor nearly every week winning and capturing the new Ring of Honor tag team titles.
I literally wrote something very similar.
Oh my God, were you copying my PW Insider review?
Yeah. Both of you with your little articles, and I'm just over here clickety-clack in my own little Google Doc. Blah, blah, blah. So I wrote, this feels like Groundhog Day. The challenge of this match was issued last week by the Infantry. However, same shit, same result. The Kingdom did jump the Infantry at the jump of this match with the Code of Honor. It seems that they were able to dodge the attack, and that's how we kind of started this shenanigans brawl. Lots of double teaming, lots of bad guy versus good guy. It's hard to watch because there's no stipulation. There's no added risk. It is just the same match copied and pasted for your viewing pleasure. And I don't know how many people take pleasure in seeing this same tag team be screwed over by
Not me.
cheating
Nope.
over and over again. It was a great match. Well, fine match up to this point. And then we get hit right in the D yuck.
I just don't understand what this is leading to at this point. Like, I had said here that I thought MXM were going to be the ones to defeat the Kingdom. Now, apparently, they're too good for us, even though they've only showed up twice. So I don't know. I mean, to be fair, the AEW tag team division is kind of weak right now. Tag team division in all of wrestling right now is kind of weak. So something needs to change. But this was no bueno.
Who's going to change it?
Me.
I mean,
and you, Collins.
That said, I would really like for Bennett and Taven to be treated a little bit better on AEW television than they are, because they are both delightful.
Agreed.
And just little stuff like Mike Bennett hitting the ropes 4 or 5 times in a row to culminate with an eye poke. Like that is the kind of fantastic heel trolling that I can absolutely get behind. Like that is ridiculous. Yeah, there's a whole group chat of us.
Yeah.
There's a whole group chat of about a half dozen of us that are like,
I'm Auntie Tony Khan. And he better listen to me or else, Mr. Tony Khan. Here's my problem with weekly shows. You rely on your weekly shows to build up to your pay-per-views, your whatever on your streaming platforms. Why can't we have those same title changes happen on weekly TV? Why can't we be rewarding your weekly audience with a title change? Oh, you want to wait until a pay-per-view to have the most eyes?
We only do that on pay-per-view. Yes.
But the problem is that now that you've moved the pay-per-views or major supercard level events to your streaming service, it's all functionally the same. From a cost perspective, it's not making any difference.
Battle of
exactly.
the belts. They don't even have belts on the line. weren't they all like title contender matches?
The last 2 they've had an eliminator match on them. Yes.
So you're not battling for a belt, you're battling for a shot at a belt. So the name isn't even accurate. I can't. My brain.
Well, you know what? The Battle of the Belts concept still got Claudio Castagnoli versus Konosuke Takeshita for the ROH World Title way back in the day, and I got to be there for that. So
it counts.
Makes it all worth it.
Remember that it was a AEW probably years ago now, where they had a title change. What was it for the what was it called first? I don't know, but
All Atlantic.
All Atlantic.
It was originally the All Atlantic.
Oh, yes.
And Orange Cassidy, didn't he win it in the middle of the whatever it's called, the ad break or whatever?
Huh?
I can't remember.
I don't remember a title change happening during an ad break. I remember a match ending during the ad break once during picture.
That's what I'm remembering.
It was just a regular singles match, I think, and
it was a big deal.
It was the kind of thing where Tony said something about it afterwards, that you kind of have to do that every now and again just to give people the illusion that it could happen.
Well, it's never happened again.
Well, that's not a thing you want to do often.
I want. Yes. I'm not sure. Yes. That is what I was trying to say. Sorry. Sometimes when my brain thinks this late in the evening, it's it's just a hamster wheel going. So thank you all.
I don't blame you.
Thank you all for being my research department.
No problem. Should we talk about our?
Shall we go on?
Should we talk
Yes,
about Shane Taylor
please.
promotions promo? All right. So we were in a.
We had a Rachel Ellering
Well,
squash
we
first.
had a Rachel. Exactly.
Did I not write that down?
Oh my god.
Rachel
Wait.
Ellering.
So,
I swear it
Ryan.
was in here. He might.
You're
he
fired.
Must, no,
You're
he
fired.
probably deleted it on accident. I literally wrote it in here.
that's all right. I'll
Oopsie.
talk about it. Rachel Ellering.
Rachel Ellering pins Brooke Havoc in 4:45 with a boss man slam.
And the bloody nose. I wrote this in here.
And
Oh,
a bloody nose.
See,
Taken out of my
I remember
not
it
enough
happening.
people are talking about Rachel Ellering. And that pisses me off because
I
she is
agree
one
with
of
you.
my favorite wrestlers. Nice in and out of the ring. I was totally starstruck when I met her. Totally geeked out of my mind. Love her. She's one of my favorite humans. Commentary did talk about the comparison between her and her friend, Layla Hirsch, which reminds me that we need more of a payoff on that. Maybe we
She's
can
hurt.
return to that.
She's hurt.
I know everybody is hurt. I'm hurt.
She has a dislocated elbow.
She does. And they were mentioning on commentary about Rachel Ellering also during the women's TV championship tournament, having that elbow spot where she had to put it back in, and that's gross. It's gross. I don't like it when Rhea does it on SummerSlam.
WWE. Yes.
I don't like it anytime because it makes me feel gross. Some people like how gross it is. Some people love seeing broken bones. Love seeing people hurt themselves. I scream. So
Oh no.
not a good time for me. But I do want to mention Brooke Havoc was trained at the Nightmare Factory. So she's going to be here. I feel like this will be a good spot for her in ROH. And if they don't pick her up in the next year, dumb.
Yeah,
Dumb, stupid.
Yeah, if I remember, she was used pretty frequently, and then she, like, before Ring of Honor, like, on Dark and Dark Elevation, and I think she had a knee injury. If I remember how things worked out.
I don't remember. But that might
she
be
did
true.
She did pop up in ROH back in episode 38 in a tag loss to Athena and Billy Starks.
Oh,
What a fun-
Athena.
What a fun time, 40 weeks ago.
40 weeks ago.
Almost, yeah.
How have we survived this long?
I don't know. But I do like that Rachel Ellering used her size, skill, and just overall veteran status. And I'm angry because the crowd didn't seem to give a crap about this. So I'm asking you, TK.
Or else.
Make your crowd give a crap about Rachel Ellering.
Yeah.
She's money.
Yeah.
She's entertaining, and she's a very skilled wrestler.
Yeah. See,
Put
I
her-
just
put her
did
in
the
some good feuds.
See, I did the Lexi Nair and Athena thing. I'm Lexi Nair in the background. You're making a good point.
I love it. You
But
can
no,
be-
it's clearly more important that we trot her out when we need someone to get murked by Thunder Rosa.
Oh,
I hated that. Hated that, Kyle. Thanks for making me angry.
What I
Speaking
think.
of angry, you know who
Go
else is
ahead.
angry? Shane Taylor's angry. Shane
Well,
Taylor's
yeah,
angry.
Mark Briscoe's been ducking him.
That too, but he didn't talk about that in this promo. Or he didn't, maybe I missed it. I don't think he talked
don't
about
think
it
so.
though. Awesome.
No, I don't think
So,
so.
Lee Moriarty says that their feud with Top Line Action Andretti has been going on for too long, like 95% of the feuds that happened on this episode. Moriarty says that the next time he and Andretti step in the ring, it should be for the Pure Championship. That's right, we're finally getting the Pure Championship defended on Ring of Honor television. We waited a very long time for this. Taylor calls out Top Flight and says he does not understand why they have a problem with him. But the next time they step into the ring, it's going to be over for Top Flight. I agree. This feud's been going on for a little too long.
A little too long.
No answers, more questions. Like that, we're getting Lee and Action for the pure title. That should be a good match. But yeah.
I love it. I'm here for it. You know how I feel about the pure champion. You know how I love a good feud. If we're not going to have Josh Woods fighting for it, which he's out with injury, bring Action already. Let's go. Let's go. I'm into it. Well,
yeah, I'm not sure. Truth be told, I'm not even sure why that feud was happening in the first place. Like, there was never really I don't remember feeling a really well-defined reason as to why STP and Top Flight were feuding in the first place. Like, it just...
Agreed.
It just happened. There was nothing there.
The cutest gear. I don't know. I just made up something. Can you tell? But we boiled right into another squash match.
Speaking of cute gear, though.
Okay, but speaking of cute gear, I want it. Put it in the shop. We have the Outrunners with Erica Lee. Erica Lee.
With an L. Lee.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Erica Lee. Versus Stephen Wolf and Barrett Brown. Kyle, can you tell me anything about these competitors at all?
I'm not as familiar with Stephen Wolf, but Barrett Brown has been floating around the Texas and Oklahoma independents for a while. He was under a mask for a bit as Americos during the late 2010s. Has worked a little bit for New Japan Strong, a few other places. So this was Barrett Brown's ROH debut, as well as that for Stephen Wolf. I hope they really savored the moment because I had the match time at 2:18.
Oh God. Outrunners are another team. I don't really know what we're doing with them because every time they're brought into AEW, they're jobbers, and it seems like they're jobbers in Ring of Honor too, but they get wins sometimes, so they're in a kind of awkward position. But yeah, this match happened. It was a squash match. We all cried.
The people want to like these guys.
They look have so good.
They have that weird, goofy charisma about them. The people want to love them. Let them.
I want them to succeed. They seem like really cool dudes that I want to drink a freaking beer with, or a protein shake, or whatever the hell they drink.
They absolutely drink Bartles and James wine coolers.
Yes.
I have not had a wine cooler since.
Oh, we're not we're not getting into this conversation about wine and ice cubes.
Yeah. But I mean, look at their whole aesthetic. Find like the most 80s looking drink that you can possibly get, and I might instantly went to wine coolers. And
listen, they are totally hair Barbie, and I am here for it. Totally hair Barbie.
And they debuted, and they've got a new finish apparently now.
Tell me about it.
As Ed pointed out, the Outrunners were briefly feuding with the Infantry over the use of boot camp. That same Russian leg sweep, big boot finish. That was mentioned once or twice and then completely forgotten.
Like most things on this brand.
Because I believe that was around the time when the Infantry was sort of getting their cup of coffee and looked like they might be getting their push in AEW. So that feud got shelved, and now Infantry's back, and now no one cares. And now they're not using the boot camp anymore as a finish. They're using sort of a body slam into a sliding neck breaker kind of thing. I didn't hear a name for it yet, but it's, you know what? Sure. Why not?
Is it not the Total Recall or no? Is that what they called it on commentary?
I didn't hear it, so it's entirely possible.
Zima. Kimmy, have you ever heard of Zima?
No.
Good.
I remember Zima being more of an early 90s thing, but maybe that's just me.
I don't know. I just know that we used to steal it.
Oh my god.
Kimmy, hello.
What?
It's what Jersey kids do. We steal.
Oh, I'm sorry. In Staten
We're
Island,
thieves.
we just all talk bad behind each other's back and pretend that we're all friends. Next, I'm clipping that and I'm so posting that on my Instagram because that is so true, and I want everyone to see that. That was so good. I'm so proud of myself. Anyway, we had this match, and it's Robbie Eagles from TMDK versus.
This is my boy, Robbie Eagles.
I didn't even get to his opponent. He wrestled Darian Bankston. So I did not know who Darian was. This match got a lot of time. I didn't think it was going to get a lot of time because neither of these two are, of course, in Ring of Honor. But, love the New Japan partnership. Love whenever we're able to see people from New Japan, TMDK, all that good stuff. Eagles had a really good showing here. He got a good reception from the crowd. He was able to get the win. Said this is not the last time we will see him in Ring of Honor. So maybe we see him at Final Battle. Maybe we see him more in the Texas Residency. I know they have a taping this weekend, so that should be pretty exciting. But Robbie Eagles gets the win.
TMDK versus the Von Erichs and Dustin Rhodes. Book it now, Tony Khan, you coward. Get my boys over here.
I'll call him.
Well, Robbie Eagles was actually last seen in Ring of Honor challenging Claudio Castagnoli for the ROH World title back on episode 10. 10.
60 weeks ago. 66 weeks ago.
Oh my
More than a year ago.
Oh my god.
He did actually pop up when he was in Bullet Club on a couple of the Honor Rising shows back in 2019 as well, teaming with Taiji Ishimori when they were a tag team in the junior division. Obviously now representing TMDK. Friend of the show, Kate, has been promoting Robbie Eagles for a pure division, so maybe let's do that.
Let's do it. Book it.
Or he could have a really good match, I bet, with Atlantis Jr. if you want to put him in there.
Ooh. Like that.
I love it.
Either of those could be a lot of fun. Mostly because Robbie Eagles is just very good at this whole pro wrestling thing.
He is very good. No right to be that good.
Bankston's last appearance in Ring of Honor was episode 55 when he got murked by Lance Archer, as so many have done before.
Should have been
this was some fun stuff. I loved that he hit like the low tiger feint kick in the corner to take out the left knee when he's working on the leg. Like it was a lot of fun, and I would be very okay with him hanging around and having a few more matches during the course of this residency.
Agreed. Well, are you ready to go into the next match? Do we have any other words?
I was shocked about this next match that they were able to get Ishii on an episode of Ring of Honor. That when I saw this graphic, I was like, oh my god, what? How did they do this? Ishii appeared and he wrestled Tony Nese. I think we're gonna get the conglomeration. It's so weird whenever I hear the conglomeration because it doesn't feel like a real word, and I know it is a real word.
Did you say Tony Nese?
I did. He decided to come up from the ashes and wrestle on this episode of Ring of Honor. This was, in my opinion, the match of the episode. Mark Sterling cut a promo beforehand, calling out the conglomeration, saying they were no match for the varsity athletes. Ishii got the win here. Obviously, I don't think they would have put Ishii on Ring of Honor if he was going to lose. But yeah, this was good. I like this. I want to see Ishii more in Ring of Honor. Like I said, they have that taping this weekend, so maybe we see him more there. More stuff at the conglomeration. Hell, maybe even our Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion will show up this weekend.
We'll see. We'll see. I do have to say, I relate so much to Ishii because the way that he walks is when I wake up from a nap. Just no neck. I'm so mad. I'm so cranky. I'm going to get things done. That's just how I see him. And I love that he just clocks in, clocks out. This was a great match. This is the reason why you should watch this episode of Ring of Honor if you haven't yet.
All right. How much does everybody pay attention to my social media during the course of the show? Because
I want to know stats.
I write my notes.
Because I asked a question on there. I didn't get much feedback in it, but of course somebody did get the right answer. Tonight was Ishii's first ROH-sanctioned singles match since Supercard of Honor 12 in 2018. Do you remember who he fought during that match?
No.
He is in WWE now.
What year? 2018.
Is this Punishment Martinez?
Ah.
The now Damian Priest defeated Ishii at Supercard of Honor 12.
Thank you.
Did you see my picture I tweeted with Punishment Martinez with the Ring of Honor TV title?
You look so baby, and I love it so much.
That I was literally 17 years old.
And that match was kind of Martinez's launching pad, at least a little bit beyond that. A month later, he won. He got a shot at Jay White in the IWGP US title. Another month after that, he won the ROH TV title, which he held for 3 months, lost to Jeff Cobb, and then disappeared from the company. Because that was right around that time when WWE was signing everybody with 2 legs and a pulse, and to his credit, he made the most of it. He's now a former world champion, but a whole lot of guys didn't get that lucky.
If you want to know more about this, you can watch his documentary over on Peacock. It is very good.
So good. I
cried.
Of course you did.
But I was waiting for that.
But since we're talking a Ring of Honor, that was such a those I don't know if you want to call them raids per se, but you had a core that you were starting to build there of Martinez, of Leo Rush, of Donovan Dijak, of guys that could be top guys for you, but WWE just went, yep, no, we're gonna sign them just because we can. And
did you say
even if we don't entirely have a plan for them?
Dijak?
You're watching OLE, and this is a Dijak hijack.
Yes.
It's the greatest thing ever. I love it so much. Go watch this match.
To give you access to all these toys.
Bobby did.
Go watch Ishii versus Tony Nese. Or better yet, go watch Ishii versus Punishment Martinez.
Or better yet, watch us on Honor Ramble every week. Thursday at 10:15.
What a plug.
I mean, honestly, as long as the window's open and it's playing, I don't care if they're even actually watching. Like, as long as we get the views, that's what matters.
I care. Watch me. It's Leo season. Tell me.
Leo season.
To be fair, I'm used to people not listening to me, so you get used to that. It's fine.
Kyle,
I felt
get out of town. Get out of town. Please leave.
It's
don't go.
The temptation to actually leave the studio right there was very, very high.
Don't do it.
God,
we are hearts.
We have 2 matches left.
Yeah.
I would have come back, but if you say get out. No. Oh.
It's jokes. It's jokes. All right. Well, before we go into the next match, as mentioned, Rachel Ellering on the show interviewed backstage, talking about her win earlier in the night. Rachel was interrupted by Harley Cameron
Boo.
of the Harley Cameron and Soraya experiment. I don't know.
What?
Tony Khan allows someone to complete a backstage interview challenge. Rating impossible.
Impossible. But Harley Cameron and her bad extensions says,
Oh my god.
I cannot listen. I went to beauty school, okay? I am
Okay.
a Jersey girl who went to beauty school, right? Blend your extensions. You're on television. It is all about presentation, okay? It's how I feel about. It's also how I feel about like unblended spray tans MJF.
I'll tell him that in November.
You can tell him. You can tell him that I said blender spray tan.
Oh my god.
If I wasn't tired, my voice didn't sound like crap, I really would have made a reference to Beauty School Dropout from Greece, right? When you
drop out. That is, I dropped out of beauty school because that's me. Yeah, I can't stand it. I can't. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to just go. You could have used another pack of hair. You could have blended it better. Anyways, the Harley Cameron is telling Rachel Ellering that she needs to change everything.
How rude. How disrespectful.
Yeah, my notes fully said Harley Cameron interrupts, introduces herself, negs Rachel, and then leaves.
I completely forgot to write this down in my notes. Clearly, I'm doing a great job. I've seen Grease. Actually, Chris, my best friend dragged me last year. There was like a Grease sing-along movie thing she dragged me to, and it was the worst 2 hours of my entire life.
I like musical theater. I don't like Grease. I find it incredibly overrated.
Grease is the world. It's the world. It's got a groove. It's got a meaning.
Although Rachel did get the last word in this whole piece of when she turns to Melissa Santos and goes, there she goes. Wow, what an experience for us, huh? That
What an experience.
Not even sure what she just saw.
That's fair. Well, the next match, I'm not even sure what I just saw. Fuego Del Sol back again versus Johnny TV.
This was in a glorified squash, a little bit longer than a squash. I like that they're using Fuego on the Texas residency. I don't think this is gonna lead to anything, like lead to him like getting signed or something. But I like this. Johnny wins.
I mean, Johnny should have won, but we all miss Fuego Dos. Oops, didn't mean to click that again.
It was fine. Like it was aggressively fine.
Aggressively fine. It's fine. We all know the purpose of it. We all know the purpose of Fuego in this scenario. Big men with ego and muscles versus littler guy who doesn't have a chance.
Although Johnny hitting a reverse Finley roll to set up Starship Pain was okay. That was impressive.
Oh, Finley roll? It's named after Fit Finley?
Yes, the standing fireman's carry into the forward roll. Although Johnny did it like backflip style.
That's so cute.
So fancy.
Well,
I thought that was a pretty common name for that, so maybe I'm wrong.
It can be common, and I cannot know. Hello, we've established how oblivious I am. I make up names for anything.
I'm pretty sure David uses it too. I haven't, although I let my New Japan World subscription lapse, honestly, so I have not been paying super close attention, which is so disappointing because I've heard the G1 has been fantastic.
So have I.
I got to jump into it. I'm kind of on a
However,
burnout
Takeshita is absolutely killing it from everything that I've seen.
I expect nothing less, but yeah, I have some things to watch. That's what I'll be doing in the next couple weeks is just going over everything that I've missed. Before we go into the main event, I do have to say this episode did not make me hate myself. These
It made me
Arlington
feel
Reds,
like I was in Groundhog Day, but continue.
it did with all these squash matches, but I didn't hate them. And maybe it's because the crowd didn't hate them. I'm not sure. But we go to a match that I don't necessarily think should have been this week. But we get the Ring of Honor. This is your main event, by the way. Let me not bury the lead here. Your Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, Athena, and your minion in training, Billy Starks, versus the ROH Women's TV Champion, Red Velvet, and Queen Amanana. Let's go. Kimmy, you tell me what you think about this main event.
I agree with you. I would have saved this match for last week or next week. Jesus.
Last week, this week, any week other than this. I don't know.
Well, listen,
Tony Khan and his magical time machine.
listen, if this match was last week, I would have been losing to Sean Ross Sapp at Top Golf. So maybe last week. This was a great match. I felt like, this is a match we've been waiting for ever since this program really picked up. Starks is able to get on Athena's good side after this match because not only did she win, she cheated. She's using her minion training because now she's got to go into overdrive to graduate minion in training again. She has to graduate MIT twice. She barely passed the first time. Now you're telling her to do it a second time? Oh my god.
Nobody likes cramming for finals.
No, I've done that a lot, and it's failed me a lot. I'm excited to see where the storyline goes from here. The seed seed planting itself for Athena and Billy Starks at Final Battle, assuming it is in my neck of the woods in
4 months from now.
Hammerstein Ballroom. But yes, Billy Starks and Athena get the win.
That'll be incredible. All right, Kyle, what did you think?
I couldn't help but notice that afterwards, it didn't look like Athena was really celebrating or congratulating Billy Starks, despite what she was able to do. It feels like she's still being ignored because of the fact that she has disappointed her minion overlord. So obviously, we're going to take this very, very slow and very, very deliberately because we have 4 months to get to.
That's crazy.
This is why it would not hurt you guys, and I know they've got All In, and I know they've got All Out, and I know they've got. But if you really want ROH to be its own separate thing, it would not kill you to do Glory by Honor sometime around late September or early October.
I agree.
You have that other signpost there.
Exactly. No one's ever passed minion training twice. I barely passed the first time, and Athena's still regretting it to this day.
But at least she doesn't have a voodoo doll of you. Oh, that's Nyla Rose. I'm sorry.
Well, I tweeted
Athena probably doesn't either.
I mean, I tweeted at Nyla happy birthday. She didn't even respond to me. A little hurt by that. Not gonna lie.
And yes, and Wrestle Dream is in there too. But like, at some point, if you really want ROH to stand on its own 2 feet, you can't be swayed by what AEW's schedule is. It needs to be operating independent of that.
Agreed.
Yeah, Tony Khan.
And if you're not capable of booking all of these mega shows simultaneously, then you need to expand and let someone else take over and handle this.
Hire us right now.
Bobby Cruz and and mostly Maria Kanellis ran Women's Wrestling Army and did very well. Like, you have people there that have been on creative teams. You have Jimmy Jacobs and Chris Hero floating around backstage. You have I know his tenure as Booker was a little bit divisive, but when his contract's up, back up a whole bunch of money and bring in Delirious from MLW or wherever he's at now.
Oh my god, did you
And get
see
him the
that
book.
him and Mandy are expecting child?
No. Mandy Leone, by the way,
Yeah.
in case
Yeah,
you
Mandy
weren't
Leone.
Collins.
That's what I needed to know. Thank you.
What man
Thank
did you think
you.
I was talking about? Mandy Rose is engaged to someone that was in NXT with her. There's no other Mandys left.
What?
Speaking of which, I kind of miss her in ROH.
Mandy Leone?
Yeah, her too. Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Amy Rose. Sorry.
Oh, she was at a DVD she posted.
I saw
She was
that.
there.
I saw that. And also Kenny King.
Yes,
Since
thank
you're going
you, Ed.
Amy Rose and Kenny King. Like,
Kenny King. I first bestowed my eyes on Kenny King by watching The Bachelor.
Oh my god.
but no, I would say give us Glory by Honor because it gives you a stopping post between Death Before Dishonor, which you're seemingly locking into July, and Final Battle, which is in December, and that way that gives you Supercard in March or in late March, early April, Death Before Dishonor in July, Glory by Honor in October, Final Battle in December. You've got 4 shows now, relatively equidistant. You don't have an enormous, because everybody knows that this is going to get into being just an absolute dead zone right around late September, early October, because Tony's going to be busy up with All In, All Out, Wrestle Dream. There's going to be no pay-per-views. There's going to be no pay-per-views for 3 months in ROH, and this product will become nigh unwatchable unless there are some changes. I have a really bad feeling.
And we're all
going to be here every week complaining about it anyway.
We're going to
can't
cry.
wait. Well,
You can't wait for us to be on here and cry? That's so depressing.
I can't wait to do it with you every week.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh my god, does that mean I'm permanently on the show now?
To be fair, she does co-host a show that's all about wrestling making her cry. So
That is true.
That is true. I'm Fightful overbooked.
We're back on Sunday. We haven't made any announcement about it, but I think we're back.
Oh my god, we get the inside scoop right here.
Yeah, back on Sunday. See you there for church. Come prepared. Come prepared to confess your sins. I don't know. Why are we playing the pregnant game? I don't want to do this. Yeah, this match was a match that was fine. It was a tag match, and it ended, and I was pissed. I'm pissed.
Oh, no.
I don't. Can we stop ending these matches, these main events, wasting my time with shenanigans at the end? Is it too much to ask that I just want someone winning clean?
I agree with you. I think it's also ridiculous. Oh my god, Bobby is. I hope Bobby's still watching and sees this.
STG, did you see the new Ring of Honor?
I'm in the video. I'm in the intro.
Honor Ramble intro. Hello.
I am on there. Anyway, that was not the question I was answering. No, because they. Oh hell yeah, Bobby. I will send you pictures to use for the. Oh my god, next week can I have a birthday hack? Because it's on my birthday. I hope you're all writing. I hope you're writing this down. I will remind you. Anyway, again, not the question.
Also, a bowl of just green M&Ms in her dressing room too, apparently. And
I'll handshake that with you, Bobby. Again,
God.
Anyway, to the question. No, because they want us to watch again next week because they want us to care. But here's the problem. We care more than them. So when they finally do something that makes sense, it fucks us up and we're not used to it. because they usually don't care about us and we only care about them. But this is a very one-sided relationship we all have with Ring of Honor, and it's very toxic.
But it's okay because we have each other.
It's
That
the
is true.
friends you made along the way.
Except Sean Ross Sapp, who sucks at Topgolf.
Listen, I get it. If we're going to have Lexi be involved, we know that she's part of the whole package and every match is going to end in shenanigans. It's going to sound and act like NWA and WCW, where everything is shenanigans and nothing matters. And I want something to matter. So, just my 2 cents, just my fear. I don't want everything to end in shenanigans. I want there to be an ending to a feud and then a new one starts up. All right. We're at the end of our show. Kyle, what are your final thoughts about this episode of Ring of Honor?
We actually got in and out in roughly equivalent to the total show time.
Which is scary. I went on a 20-minute tangent about Chipotle, Mayo, Topgolf.
Yeah, but there were
start.
there were several matches with very little to talk about.
That's true. That's true.
I had the total show time at 1:45:23. Total match time 1:03:56. So 60.6%.
That's not bad.
In ring.
That's better
Back
than
over the 60% mark.
Yeah, we're back. We're back over 50. That's all we care about, right?
Average match time 7:06.
Oh, I don't like that number.
7:06 is better than 4.
Well, it's in that sense, it was a lot like last week's in that the matches were either sub 5-minute squashes or they went for like 10 to 12 minutes.
Notice
It
how
was basically one or the other.
Notice how all the Ring of Honor episodes I have to miss, they all suck.
Yeah, maybe we should talk about.
Sorry, Topgolf was
maybe we should reconsider some things.
I mean, it was a perfectly fine show. It moved ahead, it moved some things forward. We took another little baby step in the Athena Billy saga.
Mm-hmm.
We're continuing telling Sammy Guevara's story of winning the trust and the respect of Dustin Rhodes and the Von Erichs. Would have been nice if the Von Erichs were actually here. I
would never do that. I have a lot of people's contacts. I don't have that one. But anyway, continue.
We had a fun Ishii match while he's sort of on vacation from New Japan during the G1. It was a fine show, but it wasn't spectacular. A solid B minus right in that neighborhood.
Kimmy, what are your final thoughts?
I do like the new setting. I don't like the new plot. I think we need a new story to tell.
Very, very to the point. I echo the same sentiments. I think if you're going to watch this this episode, you should watch the Ishii match. And not just because Ishii is incredible, but because they really did work that story. Really enjoy that. It's like when you're playing Candyland. Okay, kids? It's like when you're playing Candyland. And I really want to roll a 6, but we're rolling 1s. We are technically moving along the game board, but we are moving at a speed in which I'm going to need it to pick up a little bit. Because if I'm honest, if we got to do this week after week after week, squash match after squash match, and then having sprinkled in a little bit of storytelling in between, your audience is going to get bored. They're just going to wait until your pay-per-view in December, like they did with Death Before Dishonor, and you could tell who watches week after week and you could tell who only watches the pay-per-views.
Everybody else but us.
Everyone sang the praises of Death Before Dishonor. And I'm not saying that Death Before Dishonor was a bad show. I just think we are so ready for this present to unwrap. But we are going 1 millimeter at a time. Pick up the pace.
I just did the math. Not knowing when Final Battle is going to fall,
Oh no.
but sometime in December,
Yeah.
that means we have roughly somewhere between 17 and 20 weeks of TV before Final Battle.
I think I'm gonna. So I'm on the 9th floor in this hotel. I think it's time to jump, guys.
We'll be here. We'll be here week after week. Guys, this has been incredible. I always have such a great time with both of you. But really, this combination of people, our brains,
Work sometimes.
they work as one.
It gets to be more fits and starts as you get older. It's a tricky thing.
I told you, hamster wheel. There's no hamster, but it's spinning. Somehow we're here. Kimmy, tell us where we can find you and all of your Top Golf adventures.
Well, apparently I'm here every week because I just invited myself to be permanent on the show. I gave myself my own birthday present. Thanks, Bobby. You can follow me on Twitter at Kimmy_Sokol. This past weekend, I somehow gained 200 plus followers. I don't know why, but keep going. You can follow me on Instagram at Kimmy.Sokol, where I gained 40 new followers over the weekend. I don't know why that happened either, but cool. You could hear me. I just tweeted the clip of the promo I just cut on Sean Ross Sapp because he went on his Fightful Q&A yesterday and tried to say that I came in last place in Angry Birds when I actually beat him and he came in 3rd place and I came in 2nd. So that man is spreading lies about me. So make sure to head to my Twitter and retweet my promo on Sean Ross Sapp. But you can read all of my Ring of Honor reviews on PW Insider. I write way more detailed stuff. Unfortunately, this week's is not as detailed because I had to go on a podcast defending myself against Sean Ross Sapp. So I was writing my review, podcasting, and paying attention to Ring of Honor all at the same time. And I really don't know how I did that. If you were
might be how you missed that Rachel Ellering match.
Probably. That would make sense. I also didn't write the Rachel Ellering promo either, so maybe I'm blaming Sean Ross Sapp. If you are in the Pittsburgh area, you can come see me at Steel City Con. I will be repping Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, the hometown gal, Swerve Strickland, your AEW World Heavyweight Champion, and Mike O'Malley. So come check us out. Go to steelcitycon.com. All the information's over there. That is about it. Next week's my birthday, and we're celebrating on this show, and I couldn't have asked for a better 23rd birthday present than that.
I can't wait.
Okay.
Kyle.
As for me, you can find me on Twitter at Kyle K. Sparks. I also got 20 some odd new followers this week. I finally got over 800. So my audience is very, very slowly growing, and I do not understand it even a little bit. But either way, anything that I write or do, or any shows that I appear on, or anything else, will be there. So give me a follow there. We always have some fun. Let's watch some wrestling and talk some wrestling. It'll be good times. I'm here I write the ROH on Honor Club results for bodyslam.net. We just had a lovely piece. We just had an amazing piece of journalism go up today about SGW and that whole saga, everything going on there. We've got a lot of great people doing great work at Body Slam. We also hosted one of Collins's editorials a couple of weeks ago that was fantastic, and you should all go read if you haven't yet. And if you haven't yet, why have you not? Seriously?
Unbelievable.
Can we not, or else you enough? Come on.
Don't you know that's our saying on this show, that we should make it to a t-shirt or something? It was all of us pointing.
But nevertheless, go check out Body Slam. Give me a follow at Kyle K. Sparks. And Collins is going to tell you how you can support them, as well as this amazing show and this amazing channel.
Yeah. Or else. You can follow me _queer auntie on all social media platforms. I'm on every one of them. I can't tell you which one I use the most because I try to use them. I really could use some love though over on Instagram because over on TikTok, I'm over. So my first million
Oh my
over
God.
on, not subscribers, views.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you're like one of the cool kids now. You could be like an influencer.
I'm getting, oh my gosh, I'm getting ads like, hey, do you want to promote all these things over on TikTok? It's insane. Okay. On Twitter, not getting that kind of love, but I am over 5K. Over on Instagram, y'all make me feel like I'm a nobody and I can
Oh.
just post on Instagram and nobody's going to hold me accountable. I only have 1,600 followers over there. So
I have more followers than you.
I don't know how that happened. It's because I never used to post on Instagram because what do I got to say with pictures? A selfie, another selfie.
Your picture would sting. I do all my convention pictures, and all the wrestlers repost them, and I get all the
Fine.
likes and follows.
Maybe that's what I should have done. Well,
Sting commented on my Cleveland dump. He commented a scorpion and a fist bump.
listen, I'll go repost my things. But go ahead, follow me _queer auntie. Come back to Fightful Overbooked Sunday morning. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll see the links and everything. We're going to be over there. We're going to be crying about wrestling. I got to catch up Kylie on what the heck has happened in the last 2 months. So
Just tell her about Ring of Honor. She'll cry.
Oh my goodness. And speaking of following, this is our local establishment podcast. OLE. If you're nasty, I don't know. Go follow us on all of our social medias. Like, share, subscribe. Give us a little thing. Give me some, I don't know, praise because it is Leo season. And yes, we're celebrating Kimmy Sokol's birthday next week. But you know what? A couple days later, it is mine. It's my birthday. And you are here watching me. And you have to give me all your praise and adoration or I'll shrivel up and pass away. So leave that down in the comments. Again, like, share, subscribe. This is our local establishment. There's so many things going on every single day. Tomorrow, there's something about Japanese wrestling, Joshi wrestling. Do you know anything about it? Because I don't know anything. Well, I know some. But join us. You know you want to. Any last words? Well,
Happy wrestling, everybody.
yeah.
Or else.
Well, we've been your Honor Ramble team. You've been amazing and happy wrestling. Bye.